Hello everyone, and welcome to Elliot and the Evil Sorcerer. Written by Rylan Mason and narrated by me, Brian Shepard.
Episode 2, Secrets. Elliot just stared at the book in his hands. He's never seen it before. It doesn't look like it belongs on the shelf. No empty spot. When he opened the book, the pages were blank. I will have to take this with me, he said to himself, as he knew his aunt would have the answers. Hopefully. As the library was all clean and the books put away, it was time for Elliot to make his way home and talk with his aunt. Maybe Allie and Derek know something as well, as the book just spoke to him. Well, not so much spoke out loud, yet it said something he did not understand. Elliot felt weird taking a book from the library without checking it out first. Then again, it might not even belong to the library. Clicking off the lights and locking the door behind him, Elliot sets off down Main Street to his aunt's. Exeter is really a nice place to live. It's quiet and most residents know each other. Main Street was filled with mom-and-pop stores. You could find pretty much anything. Jewelry, shoes, candles, and even restaurants. The town would boast in tourists during the annual UFO festival. Exeter is known for its festival. Parades, speakers, author, and of course conspiracy theorists, you name it, all show up and gather at the church. Little green men stickers in shop windows, life-size alien blow-ups all over town, and let's not forget the band, which plays in the town center under the gazebo, Friends of E.T. As Elliot made his way up Main to then take a right onto Water Street, the feeling that he was being watched fell over him. He could sense someone lurking in the shadows. However, with finishing school, Elliot hadn't had time to train with his aunt. Moving faster, as he was nearly home, Elliot knew someone or something was definitely following him. That's when the book began to shake and flew out of Elliot's arms. The book was then levitating in front of him. It opened, and a single burst of flame came right out of the book and towards something moving up the road behind some bushes. The flame hit whatever it was with a blast, knocking them down to the ground. As Elliot stood there watching what was unfolding, he then noticed that the book then slowly returned to him, who hesitated as he reached out to then take the book. He then walks back up the street to see what the book here shot at. Turning on his flashlight on his cell phone, Elliot could see what remained of some sort of creature. A horrible-looking creature with sharp, pointy teeth, long nails, and what looks like scales for skin. You could see the flame burst tore a hole right through whatever this ugly thing was. Elliot could now sense 3 more in the surrounding area. Time to move and get home. Answers, he thought to himself. I need answers. Elliot made it just in time, as he could feel the other creatures moving in on him as he made his way up the steps and flung open the front door and slammed it shut, bolting it right behind him. His aunt, peeking around the corner from the kitchen, just looked at him. "What is it?" she asked as she walked out of the kitchen and down the hall. "Okay, first, the book. I found this book in the library. It moves, lights up, and writes messages on blank pages. Then it opened up down the street, flew up and out of my arms to then send a fire burst hitting some sort of creature that was following me. I sensed 3 others out there." "Writes messages on blank pages, you say?" Derek interrupted. Derek, if anyone might know, it's you. You are pretty old, Allie said with a smile, as she was right. Derek was created almost 150 years ago. Allie, on the other hand, has been around as well, just escaping Salem before the witch trials began. Elliot would soon find out more secrets, as someone knows of this book. Of course I know what it is. It's a Florian, a way to communicate. The enchanter chooses an item, and then it allows them to communicate. It seems the enchanter here is of royal... No, can't be, Derek said as he looked at the colorful etching on the cover, along with the name Rensea. Can't be? Can't be what? Elliot asked. Now he knows that there's some secret to this book. The enchanter can only summon his or her mate. The seal, why, that belongs to the Fey King. So that would mean you are the Fey King's mate. This would mean that he is alive. Elliot is hearing what Derek is saying. However, he's having a hard time understanding the word mate. Okay, hold on a sec, he said as he thought about what to ask first. Mate. What do you mean by mate? A mate, a chosen one to be more precise, someone who holds half your heart. Humans refer to it as soulmates. Vampires are beloveds. You may think you have a whole heart inside of you, yet only half. The other belongs to another. Derek finished, looking at Allie, who simply nodded in agreement. Elliot then looked at his aunt and asked, well, if that's the case, then how did he find me? I've never met the man. Ah, he thought he had stumped them. He's right about this. He's never met the man. Or was it someone else? He wondered. The Florian will seek you out magically, as it uses your mate's half of your heart to focus on and eventually find. Who knows how long it's been searching? When it finds you, whatever is around you, it will blend in. In your case, a book, as you were at the library, Derek finished. Damn, Elliot thought. He really thought he had him. Okay, you said something about him being alive. What did you mean by that? Elliot asked, wondering more about this Fey King, or rather, his mate. So many questions. Yes, his uncle took the throne from him while the king was away on a diplomatic mission. The king was then banished from court and sent to live outside of the kingdom, never to be seen from again. That was many years ago, most of which I have only heard stories in passing. Also, that brought war to a neighboring kingdom of... Derek, Allie, can I speak with my nephew, please? She said, cutting off what Derek was about to say. Why did she cut him off? Was he about to say something he shouldn't? Derek was able to read minds. However, when he tried to pry and see what she was thinking, she blocked him with a little zap of electricity. Damn her. Walking with Elliot into her study and closing the door, Elliot knew that this had to be important. Why else talk to him alone? Derek and Allie already know a lot. The kingdom at war Derek speaks of is ruled by your father, the Warlock King. He wanted you to learn of this when you were ready, and, well, the time has come. I sense danger in the area, so we need to find out what the Florian will tell us, as only you can read the text in which he sends. Yes, but what I want to know is, those creatures, why are they following me? I've never seen the things before. From what you described, it almost sounds like a magpie, she said, looking as if she was trying to wrap her head around her theory. A magpie? Oh, yeah, I've read about those in the books you've been giving me. Why a magpie? That makes no sense. Elliot said as he remembered what it said about the magpies. They were creatures who gather and trade only valuables, mostly keeping to themselves, only to venture out when they were looking to collect. Him? They were coming to collect him? But why? He thought as he looked at the book as if it would have the answers. That's when the book opened in front of Elliot. Walking over to the side table where he placed the book, he started to read and smile at the same time. This had his aunt wondering what he could be reading, as she herself could not see. I wonder. Thanks for listening to episode 2